punch.
All right, there.
Just don't play. Let's see.
I remember you.
How you doing? I remember you too.
I'm back more.
It helps to have
Yeah.
the writing. How's everybody doing?
Good.
It's really good to be here, and it's great to hear about Austin Clubhouse having their community night. This is wonderful, wonderful. Can everybody hear me okay? Because sometimes I feel like I'm shouting. Can you hear me back there? I'm going to read a part of a story that I wrote that is set in my hippie time. And I think the unique point about the story is that it uses something called E-prime language, which comes from the general semantics field. It suggests that don't use the word, any form of the word to be. Because, like, if I say to you, I am angry, okay, what does that mean? It means what you're going to think in your head about what anger is, right? I mean, so let's get more specific. In this E-prime language, I'm using it more and more, trying to just adapt it. Life means change, growth, learning, metamorphosis, decay. Even the apparently changeless earth changes as moving plates push up mountains or split continents apart. Today we often experience rapid social and technological change, yet our daily language has at its foundation the assumption that things don't change. I am angry. I will always be angry. An assumption that helps us focus and therefore understand, but also leads us astray when we act as if things haven't changed, and they have. How can we deal with this two-edged sword that both helps and hinders us in our daily lives? And of course, the suggestion is to use this kind of E-prime language. So that was just kind of to introduce you to this. I'm just going to read part of it. And the title of it is Sam's Truck, the Bodacious Yellow Egg. It was one of the coldest winters that had dumped its white load on Minneapolis, Minnesota in a very long time. Even the locals stayed indoors. Could somebody give me a cut symbol if I'm going over? April, would you? Okay. There we felt the same kind of wind chill as my hometown of Chi-Town, Illinois. The wind chill there they nicknamed the Hawk. And it brings on its wings below freezing temperatures, scalping its way with icy talons of wind chill off Lake Michigan. Okay, here's the deal. It was a world turning upside down 60s. Roads around this large land laced, embellished in diverse colors like bright South American Guatemalan capes, along with a human necklace of hitchhikers and cars, campers, trucks, bikes, strewn like roses or lotus blossoms left by previous pilgrims. Here lay an energized galaxy of explorative escapism. Coming and going, many had the destination of west to California, and some had no destination at all. Part of our counterculture value system contained a process over event mindset, and it was simply called being. So somehow, I wound up in Minneapolis. I met a man named Sam, and Sam had this beautiful bright yellow delivery truck, probably 1960s something. And he had revamped the whole thing inside, it was a camper. And so we met together there in Minneapolis. And he was amazing. He epitomized coolness and helped open my eyes. He had a calm demeanor and an aura of peaceful energy. In short, he showed up as the right person to know just at the right time, merging as an intimate friend, converging into one of my role models for a living spirituality. The thing we did the most in Minneapolis was snow play. You know, that's what you do. You got cabin fever, you just got to get out in the snow and do something, you know. Okay, this is the final piece. As we left Minneapolis the next morning, for some reason I kept thinking about Mary Lou and Catherine, my grandparents' domestic workers. I clearly felt their sagacity to share their love with me. I recognize that due to their own sufferings as African Americans, they could have chosen to remain angry, embittered, unforgiving, and hold incredible hostility for the whites and the white supremacist system. In many situations, these were the facts. I still feel Mary Lou and Catherine's sentient presence as they sit silently on my shoulders, whispering very softly and sometimes with the joke, "Chris, take care of yourself. Love yourself above anything else. You can't love anyone else until you first love yourself." I forgot their adages until many years later. I ran around in an imaginary, protective, closed-in porch of memories, seductively but sincerely. We just both got sick of living in this frigid land, but we poised, at attention, ready to roll to Key West. We wanted to feel the warm Florida breezes off the ocean. We wanted to see how long it would take to thaw our bodies. We grew anxious to get working at the marinas. Both of us were broke as hell. It invited a cool watching of the road and land go by. The northern white Minnesota winter drifted to states farther south, but all through our northern part of the trip, white winter-prepared clouds blended into small hills and childlike snow mountains. As I looked and I began to drift into sleep, the countryside reminded me of seeing the land reflected in a looking glass of lake, a carbon copy of one another. Thank you.
Oh, someone go?
Yep, you are. You ready, Sylvia?
Well, they're exhausted. Went through my book twice, but I'm not. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I've been around kind of coming and going for a long time, but I really appreciate this place because they have my book and they're, it's a very great honor for that to happen. So, okay, I'm going to read. This is the book they have. It's called The Diagnosis Should Have Been Artist by SylviAnn, and it's art and poetry, and I kind of coined the term bipolar creative, which is both of us, whatever. Okay, still can't read it. I'm sorry about that. Okay, when Camille started reading the poem, and the words upside down came at exactly the same time I looked at this upside down here. And so I thought, well, maybe that's a message I think I'll read my upside down also. Okay. I have been upside down, buried under piles of fur, shed by ancient cats. When the sun rises, I crawl in, under, hide, sleep, till meows and darkness tap me on the butt, saying, "Wake up, wake up." We are the meowers of modern times, the guardians of your mind, and we demand your attention. The moonlight keeps me company. The meows grate on me, reminding me I am alive. The backwards cycle strokes my mind as the future flows through my fingertips, smacking loudly against the history of queens, insane, beheaded, with no king to guard the castle. So it is, I am, around, around, and always upside down. I used to say, if you guys don't clap, I'm not going to read anymore. Because I have another problem being invisible, and I need somebody to make sure that I'm not invisible. Okay, this one is equally manic here. Ladies Liberty. I came in from Germany when I was 4 years old, and my father had me in his arms, and we came in and saw the Statue of Liberty. And that was like the one last memory before he got crazy. So I have kind of an obsession over it. It'll show up in a lot of my art, the Lady Liberty thing. Okay, Lady Liberty. I want to perch atop the world, surrounded by people who do not sense my presence. To make the announcement that would save mankind, if anyone could hear my velvet voice falling softly between the trees, in that forest where no one felt the world end. I want my energy to glow in the fire that doesn't burn and quench the thirst of a humankind that never knew the truth. I want the truth to be free and wet for all to partake of. And then I want to become the sky, and on the last day, I want only to fly. I have a flying obsession too. You guys notice that you have like several things that show up many times in your work. Okay, this is like my favorite one for all times. We all fade. We all fade. Some whimpering alone behind closed doors. Some screaming, losing our minds, forgetting who we are. Some go quickly overnight, not a sound, part of a dream. Some of us are here for mysterious reasons and leave messages for our cats to read. Closed paws, canvases, become scratching posts. Will we ever know why and what we will become of us after we are gone? I want my ashes scattered among the young, rebellious minds, fertile for the new, open for the old, reseeded, strong trees emerge. Okay.
I